Hey everybody, my name is Aaron and I recently quit my job to build a startup. I'm going to be posting video blog updates every week, every Wednesday, so please subscribe. This week I will be talking about validating my idea and customer development, as they call it. So basically the idea is this. Say you have a startup idea. You are really confident that it is an awesome idea because you're just super confident. And you go out and build a startup. You raise a bunch of money, you build a bunch of stuff, you spend 6 months, you hire a bunch of people, you release it, and nobody cares. This is what happened to a lot of startups in the 90s, and they spent more than a few $1,000,000. They spent ridiculous millions of dollars. So since then, a lot of people that think about these things a lot came up with some ideas about how to avoid making those mistakes. One of the key ideas is something called the lean startup, and you can read about this online and there's books about it and stuff. Anyway, so one of the key components of the lean startup is that you validate your idea before you start building anything with actual customers. So you go out and you talk to people and you say, hey, I think you want X. Is that true? Do you actually want X? Am I solving your real life problems? And then you get some answers, and either you're right or you're wrong, or you need to adjust a little bit. So thus far, I've taken my idea to people in bands, and I've said, hey, I've got this idea for an app that's sort of like a game/social network for people that are big fans of your app. And so far, the reception has been, yeah, that sounds like a pretty cool idea. We would do it. But what I haven't done is reached out to a lot of fans and said, hey, if your favorite band had an app, would you use it? And what would you want from it? So that's what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to build a survey and I'm going to try to send it out to as many people as I can who might be in the target audience. I'm also going to try to get it to people who are on my pilot band's mailing list because they're great candidates to find out if I'm actually building the right project or not. I'm going to include two types of questions. The first type of question is the sort of would you want this question, and that's important, but I've already started building this thing, so you know that ball is already rolling down the hill. The other questions are going to be along the lines of, if you did have this thing, what would you want from it? What types of features would really interest you? And some of those are going to be more game-like, such as achievements and badges, and some of them are going to be more social network-like, such as pictures and video and friends lists and things like that. So hopefully by this time next week, for the next video, I will have some survey results, and I will be able to say with certainty that people are interested in this, or I will say with great disappointment that people are not interested in this, but we'll find out. If you want to find out and you want to be notified when that happens, remember to subscribe, and please send me comments and any feedback you want to send me. I will try to read everything, and I will try to respond to whatever I can, at least in the first day or so after the video comes out. So thanks for watching. We'll see what happens, and I'll see you next week.